Also, I have a heater that tells me the temperature. And it's digital. Yeah, this one doesn't have fish in it yet, but it is going to in a week or two. After it's been up for a bit. And it's looking pretty good. Definitely don't mind how it looks. Now always put your heater in your water first before you turn it on. You do not want to burn out your heater. These are basically the same as the other heaters I've got in my other ones, which are like my favourite type of heaters. The light is flashing, it means it's working. It's on 20. We'll put it on 23 for now. So, I've just been setting up this. As you can see, it's still a bit cloudy. There's our heater in the back. A couple of little sponge filters at each end. Now on my other big tank, it does have a sponge filter in it, but that's not really the filtration system in my tank. I actually made my own filter. Yes, that is correct. 71 to 82 Fahrenheit. We go by Celsius here. So, most of the time, I don't know. Well, it's going to look pretty good. It's going to look even better when I move that driftwood off my grass. Oh, you Googled it? See, a lot of this grassy stuff has floated to the top. So I've got to get my arm wet. Glad I got my towel over it. And yes, I love these magnetic cleaners. They're so good. So this tank shouldn't need a light, just because I've got natural light coming in it. Oh, most of your friends go by Celsius, yeah. Yeah, whereas it's the opposite for us. Most of our friends go by Fahrenheit. Alright, so now that we've lost some of the water into this bucket, we can dip it back in. Always clean up your mess. Do you know what the fun part about putting the fish in this aquarium? If I happen to use some of the fish that I already have here, which is probably what I'm going to do, well, that means catching them. Fish are not stupid. I don't care what anyone tells you, fish are not stupid. The last time I had to move my bronze corridoras from the small tank to the big tank, I had to take out every bit of driftwood, every hidey hole, every hidey cave, and every plant I had to dig out of that tank. So it was nothing but gravel and sand. And it still took me like 6 hours. Because I still find somewhere to hide. Yes, they know how to hide. And they see that net and they go hide straight away. They know what that net is. Well, they seem to anyway. But she's looking pretty good. Probably needs more plants. Yeah. Every tank we've done, we've always needed more plants. It's a pain, but also some of the plants in this tank you can't see because they're little tiny bits of grass. Yeah, most likely is. And like if I close that, you also won't notice it as much. See? Sometimes it is just the light. It's like a couple of times one of my tanks, hold on, green, like the water was green. Here I am, I'm doing water changes, it's not making any difference. And about a week later I decide, I'll just check the lights. Well, there's green algae all over my light. As soon as I clean the green algae off, my water was clear. So we've now learned that we should check the lighting. But we like algae in our tanks because most of the fish that I have are algae eaters. So it's free food. So I scrape the green algae off the lights and I put it in my tank and they ate it. If I get, so I have glass lids. If I get lids that get algae on them, I put them inside the tank and the fish clean it. And they're also my breeders too. They're the ones, I sell a lot of those ones. Actually, I was asked the other day if I had any albino brisonos that were ready for sale, and I'm like, I've only got one. Because in tank, yeah, one of my babies, but he's getting bigger now. But I got other babies, like smaller babies, right at the back on the driftwood next to the other big fish. You can see the end of its tail. Yeah, I sell them. I sell the excess. That's another baby. No, not there. Where is it? There. That's another baby. And another big fish is photobombing it. Oh, there's Dad right there, sucking on the glass. That filter looks shocking, but that's actually my homemade filter. In the corner. He's just moving now, he's wiggling. It's one of the little tiny babies. Yeah, he's tiny. See, and that's the thing, while I do fish, I get to have lots and lots of babies. So at least that's one of the tanks done now. Although, I could, plants that I put away for the other tank, I could always put in this tank. Well, I think when we put some fish in this tank, we will do a little stream of putting them in the tank. Hopefully by then I have a better tripod, because the one that I have is absolute crap. That's what happens when you get them for free. And that way I can get you in a better view. So our tank's got some plants in it. It's got some driftwood. It's got the heater. It's got filters, gravel and aqua soil. Now we just gotta let it cycle. I actually think maybe this space is actually better than most of the things I've done. Yeah, I've had people come to my house and they're like, I've learned more about fish by coming to your house than going to the aquarium. And I'm like, yeah, it tends to happen. And I think it's because I really like fish. So I tend to do... Yeah, it's already clearing. And that's the good bacteria that I put in from the other fish tanks. And because both of these filters have been sitting in my season tanks for a week to 2 weeks. This one. This is going to be where they get to stay until I sell them. That, or they'll go in the other tank that I set up. Which I could also do that one on stream too. Yeah, that's true. I do love my fish. They do bring me a lot of joy. And my temperature has already gone up to 19 in that tank. Since we've been sitting here talking. I decided to do something. Why not? Is that one in? The extra plants, just put them in now. Because the other tank's not getting set up today anyway. And then these bits of grass and guppy grass just go on top. We try and get as much of this foam off as possible because it's horrible. And then this grass can go up this end. Well, hold on, there's 2 bits already there. Let's see if we can separate this. You at the back. You at the back. Putting water everywhere. Yeah, you always need more plants, yes. When someone tells you got enough plants, say no you don't. I figure since I'm not actually setting up the other tank this week, why not just use the plants up? Yeah. Yeah, well, it'll take me time to collect all the plants for the other tank anyway. But now this one's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different types of plants in there now. Plus the one that's growing in the top. And now we can, oh, get your finger off the tap on my coffee there. What she look like from the top? Still a little bit cloudy from the top. We've got some floating plants on the top, which is always nice. Let's do something. I'm just gonna. My light is very. It's actually this torch. I use it for when my bristlenose could possibly have babies. So I look into their cave and see if there's any eggs in there. And that's usually how we tell. Alright. They are, and I don't think I've got any safe photos at the moment. These ones are orange eggs. And funny enough, bristlenose fish, it's not the mothers that look after the babies and the eggs. It's actually the males.